Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with Navigation by Palfly Kampling. So this continues our arrow theme week. I hope you're enjoying it. We have one more puzzle in the arrow theme week, and then we will be moving on back to normal. But I did get extra submissions from the adventure setting team for the arrow theme week, so we will just have more arrow puzzles, slightly more arrow puzzles than usual, but arrows are a pretty usual constraint anyway, so it should be fun to just have a few more arrows sprinkled in throughout the month. All right, so let's go over the rules to this puzzle. We do have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules, so in each row, each column, and each 2x3 box, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. We do have arrows, so we have arrows, and then they're always attached to a circle. So the digits on the arrow sum to the value in the circle. So if this was 2, 3, 2 plus 3 is 5, we put a 5 in the circle. That works both ways. The circle always adds to whatever these two add to, and that helps constrain the puzzle. All right, we also have numbered rooms clues. These are these clues outside the grid. You're paying attention to the digit that is right next to the clue, and it acts as an offset. So let's say this was a 4. Then what we do is starting from here, we count to 4. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. And at that location, we have to place the clue. We have to place the 3 in this case. So working from here, if this was, say, a 3, we would count 1, 2, 3, and we would place a 6 there. So it's always that distance away. And that's it. Those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself. And I'm going to get started right now. Okay, how shall we get started? This is the most restrictive arrow, but the way to think about this is the minimum of these two digits is 1, 2. Minimum this digit can be is 1. So we kind of group these two together because they're in the same box and column, and this is separate. And so that means that this adds to at least 4. Because a 1, 2 pair here adds to 3, plus another 1 is 4. So this is 4, 5, or 6. This is at least 3. I'm not going to mark that right now. There is something about numbered rooms clues. There's two properties of numbered room clues that are interesting. First of all, you can't put a 1 next to a numbered room clue that isn't a 1. So if I were to try to put a 1 here, it's telling me that in that cell I have a 3, but I just put a 1 there. I can't put both a 1 and 3. You also can't put itself there. If I try to put itself there, then that's telling me that the 3 is 3 away from the 3. We'd have 2 3s in the column, or it would be wrong. So can't put a 1 or a 3 in either of these cells. So these are from 2, 4, 5, 6. And this is limited in how big it can be, because these both are minimum 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, and our max is 6, meaning this max is at 4. So this is not a 5 or 6 either. So if this was a 2, it would put a 3 here, and if it was a 4, it would put a 3 there. I don't see an immediate reason either doesn't work. Now the 4 does force this to be double 1 with a 6. I don't see an immediate reason that would be bad. It would make this arrow larger, but that's not a problem. Okay, so that was this one. This 3 is not similarly restricted because it's not on an arrow. So it could be... okay, so here's a problem, right? Let's say that either of these was a 2. If either of these was a 2, it would put a 3 here, and now both of these would have to be a 2. So that's no good. We can't put a 3 here because it makes both of these a 2. So neither of these are 2, and that leaves just 4 here with a double 1. That's not a 4, meaning that 3 is in one of these two. And in fact, these both see a 1. So the minimum is 2 plus 3. So the minimum this is 5. So it's 5 or 6. If it was a 6, we'd have to do 2, 4. So this is always a 2. I believe. No, there's always a 2 on it. So we know there's not a 1 on it. If there wasn't a 2 on it, we'd be 3 plus 4, which is 7. That's the easiest way to prove that. So there's definitely a 2 on this arrow, meaning there's a 2 down here, I guess. We need a 1 down here. We need a 4 up here. Okay, oh, this 4 does place the 3 right there. Let's make sure we do the numbered room clues. All right, the 6, so this can't be 1 or 6. I'm not super impressed with that deduction. Let's see. How about this arrow? There's not really a minimum restriction on it right now. We know there's no 3 on it. We know there's no 6 on it. So I guess I could put that these are from 1, 2, 4, 5. Remove the 1, remove the 4. I don't know that that's super interesting, though. Any other numbered room clues I haven't been paying attention to? if this is a 3, this is forced to be 5. We can't add to 6 with a 3 on it. It'd be 3, 2, 5. It's not a 3. Okay, so I can probably pencil these a bit. Because we're adding to 5 or 6 with a 2. So it's going to be a 2 along with a 3 or a 4. We know that's not a 4. What am I missing here? There's no real restrictions on 6s here. 2, 3, 4, 5. What about, okay, this sum can't be 3 anymore, so it's 4, 5, 6, just because there's a 3 sitting there. Are we worried about this row, maybe? There was a 1 down here somewhere. Huh. I'm thinking about things like if this was 3, there's a couple consequences, right? We talked about how it makes this a 5. It also makes this a 6. If this was a 4, oh no, sorry, it makes this a 5 as well. Sorry. If this is a 3, then both of these are 5. If this is a 4, then both of these are 6. Oh, that's interesting. These are the same digit as each other. That's crazy how that works. Okay, so let me go a little bit more in depth in case you didn't quite get that. The 3 is in one of these two spots. If this is a 3, then the arrow is forced to be 3 plus 2. And that makes it 6. Oh, but there's another case. Sorry, there is another case. But what I was seeing is this is a 3. That has to be 2. And that's the 5. And the 3 also makes that a 5. So 3 forces 5 here from the arrow and 5 here from the numbered room clue. If it's not 3, then 3 goes here, forcing that to be 6. And I thought if it was not 3, we had to be 2 plus 4. But this could be 2, and this could be 3, and we could still add to 5. So I was going to say these two are always the same, but there's a case where they aren't. The case where they aren't is this being 2 and this being 3. And I don't see any particular reason we have to exclude that option. And that would make this 6 and this 5. Is there a problem with these being different? It would make this cell not a 5 or a 6, so it would be 2 or 3 or 4. No, I don't really see an issue here. 2, 3, 5, 6 here. Oh, the 3 is placed in this box. I could have done that a while ago. Does that help me? Yeah, it places 3 in this box as well, because these 3s point up. Basically, the numbered room clue can't be a 4. So the 3 ends up here, and that makes this a 2. Okay. Now these two are the same digit. Is that helpful? Yeah, because I mean, this is going to, if this is a 3, that makes this a 5 and this a 5. If this is a 4, it makes this a 6 and this a 6. So let's just call that green and then do nothing with it, I guess. These are 2, 5, 6. This is a 5, 6. We could call that purple. It's the other 5, 6 that isn't green. I feel like I've made a mess of this puzzle because I haven't seen what I'm supposed to. There's a 2 over here. 2, 4, 5, 6. This can't be a 5, because if it was a 5, we couldn't put it with a 1 to add to 6. It does restrict this cell quite a bit. I should point out that this can't be 6, because that makes this also a 6 for the numbered room clue. So 6 can't be here. 6 is in one of these two cells. I don't know what to do with that. I need a 2 in one of these two. One of these is purple. Up here. I don't know. Am I missing a clue that I had just not paying attention to? Is it this arrow? This is 1 or 2 now. So this can't be a 2 because it would make it add to 3. Okay. So maybe it's about 2 in this row. 2's in one of these two. So if this was a 1, we could add to 5 or 6 with a 4, 5. This was a 2. Oh, so we can't add to 4 anymore. We can't do 1, 3. So that's not going to add. Yeah, 4 I should have removed a while ago. I don't know what color this 5, 6 is, though. This is... What do I do with this information? This is 2, 3, 4, 5. It puts a 6 here, 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 here. Any restriction on that? Not that I see. If this wants to be 5, we have to do 1 plus 4. Is that an issue? Not that I see. This is very open. I'm surprised that we're able to make this unique. There's only one solution to this. 1 in this column, maybe? One of these? I'm just not seeing the right restriction here, clearly. Does it have to do with how this 5, 6 affects these 3s? Not really. But I see. 2, 3, 4. I see. I mean, this can't be 5 or 6. It sees the purple and the green. So this is from 1, 2, 3, 4, but it can't be 1 or 2. So that makes a 3, 4 pair here. This is 2, 5, 6. And this is 1, 5, 6. Definitely has a 1 in one of these two. Okay. Why did I say 1 could be in one of these 3? There's a 1 in this box. Anyway. So this one of these is green. So this is a green 1 pair. Oh, where does green go down here? Green. This has to be green. This is the green 5, 6. That places the 1 in the row. That's our 1. Doesn't help resolve this. These are consecutive now. Any more greens to be placed? Unfortunately, it's one of these two. Huh. If this were a 6, this would be a 5, and that doesn't work. Wow, okay. So imagine a world where this was a 5, right? It forces both of these to be 6, but they're different colors. Okay, because think about it. The numbered room clue puts a 6 here, and Sudoku puts a 6 here if this were a 5. So this is not a 5, which means this cannot be a 6. That means green is 5. And that should do it for us. Purple is 6. Don't need the colors anymore. So that's not 5. These aren't 5. These aren't 6. That makes this 4. Oh yeah, this makes us a 3 and a 4 there. 3, yeah, that is a 5. Okay, good. That's not 5, that's not 4. Okay, cleaning things up. This is a 2, 6 pair, but remember this can't be a 6 because of the numbered room clue. So that's 2, that's 6. Places the 2, that 1 plus 4 is 5. Okay. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. That's a 3, that's a 2. My example had a 3 there. Okay, that's 6, that's 1, that's 2. Because I remember it deet-deet-dooted. That's 6, that's 2. This has to be the 4 and the 6. Over here we get a 4 as well. In this box we get a 3. Okay, what do we need in this box? 2, 3. This is a 1 or a 5, but can't be 1. So that's 5, that's 1. Oops, other way around. Both 5, that's a 1. We need 1, 4, and 6. This is the 4, this is the 6, this is the 1. All right. Took me some time to find that. That was a tricky spot. Let me know if there was a kind of a different way to get through that. But I feel like you had to identify 2 things. You had to identify 2 things. You had to identify that these were the same digit as each other, and that ended up putting it here. So that all 3 of these digits were the same digit. You had to identify that. And then you had to, and it was a 5 or 6. Then you had to know, oh, well, but that would, and then that this one was the other. And then you had to see that this cell then saw the 5 and the 6. meaning that this could not be the 5, or rather, this couldn't be 5. Oh yeah, we could have just seen that this saw a 5-6 pair, making this not a 5, meaning this couldn't be 6, and then that makes them 5 as well. But either way, it's the interaction of this arrow with this 3 numbered room clue. You need that interaction that gives you the 5 in one of these two, and then you need to use Sudoku to put the 5 there, and then you need the interaction of this 5-6 pair in some way, telling you that this can't be 5, meaning that can't be 6, and that finishes the puzzle. Alrighty, cool. Really well set there, Palfly. It took me a bit to see what was going on, but a really fun puzzle. Let me know how you did, and if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.